That's coat number 2 on this side versus nothing on this side. What do you guys think of the mascara? Hi you guys, welcome back to the Clean Beauty Code. I'm so excited for this video because we're doing the look on my face today because we're talking about new makeup, and we have a new skin tint, we have a new powder, we have new lip products, brow products. I would love to know down below, what products are you looking for reviews on? What types of videos do you want to see, whether it's makeup looks, whether it's price point videos, whatever it is, let me know down below because I love to hear from you guys. Also, if you have any cool devices that you think I should be trying out, whether it's a red light something or a microcurrent something. I did just get in a microcurrent something, but something else, even like a different microcurrent. I would love to know down below because I love devices right now. I'm obsessed with them. So I always want to know what you guys are loving and using. Let me know down below. And yeah, I just want to jump into this new makeup video. So if you're excited for this video and more videos like this, then please like and subscribe. And without further ado, let's get into this full face of new makeup. New makeup, let's jump right in. I'm excited. So first things first, we actually have a new brow product today. So first I'm going to gel my brows up with the Tude brow soap, and then we're going to go on with a new brow pencil. I'm going to just take this spoolie here, wet it. You don't have to use a spray bottle. You can just kind of dip it in water. And then I just like to get the product all over this. And then we're just going to gel our brows up. We are gelled, and now we're moving on to the new brow pencil, and it is this one from RMS Beauty. I was really excited to get my hands on this. So it has the pencil side, and then it also has a spoolie side, which is great. I love when brow pencils come with a spoolie, and I know most of them do now, but some still don't, and that is annoying. They should all come with a spoolie. And I was really intrigued by this because the pencil looked so fine. So this is what the pencil looks like. I hope this is focusing. Yeah, so you can see it's a very, very fine pencil, which I was really excited about. The shade I got is dark brown, I believe. Yeah, dark brown. And we're just going to lightly fill in. I'm going to fill in my scar that I have here. And then we're just going to feather in mainly on the ends. I don't really like to focus on the front of my brows as much. It's just preference. I feel like it looks a little less natural when I do that. So we're just going to go and lightly fill in the brows. Brows are filled. I'm loving how they look. And I always, at the end of filling in my brows, I always take the spoolie portion and just at the end kind of spoolie that out so it's not too stark of a line if you kind of had to fill in the tails, which I had to do because I really need to get my brows done. And luckily I'm going tomorrow, and I cannot wait. I feel like it's been 2 months since I got my brows done. An unacceptable length of time, but I really, really enjoy this brow pencil. It's great. It works well when I gel my brows first and then fill in. It also works really well when I don't do that. My preference is always to gel my brows first, then fill in, just because I'm able to really see the shape, if that makes sense. If not, sometimes I feel like I don't have as great of a like an outline, a stencil, if you will, to fill my brows in. So gelling my brows first always makes it easier. And if you struggle with filling in your brows, that might make it easier because then you really have an outline. You kind of know how you want your brows to sit. But anyways, this is a great brow pencil and I really enjoy it. Next up, we have a new Complexion product, and I was so excited to get my hands on this. I also got a lot of questions from you guys about what my thoughts were on this. So this is from RMS, and this is their new skin tint. It's an SPF of 50. Wait, is it 30 actually? No, it is 50. And RMS actually sent me this one, and which was really nice of them. And I was really excited to start testing this out. So I got the shade Honey. But I will say I really, really struggled picking a shade, and I felt like everything skewed very warm, which we all know that's like my biggest gripe, is when stuff always skews really warm and there aren't more cool or neutral tone or even olive tone products, because warm, it just, for year round is tough. So I got the shade Honey. Wait, is it Honey? Yes, Honey. The shade that I was picking between was Tan and Honey. And I really didn't know which way to go, but I felt like with honey, it would be easier for me to wear year round, like including in summer and stuff like that. So I went with the shade Honey. And do a little pump. Oh my gosh, I have makeup all over this. So, there we go. So this is what the shade Honey looks like. And you can see it's a very liquidy product, which I love. I love anything that's super liquidy. So I'm going to take a little bit of this. I'm going to blend it out with my fingers because that's how I personally enjoy wearing this, and then going over it with a brush. I do really enjoy it. So this is the shade Honey. I do really enjoy the just using my fingers. I did enjoy using it with a brush and a sponge but to me it just felt like it was best with fingers when I kind of applied it, and I tested it a bunch of ways. What I will say is this scent of this product reminds me a lot. You just have to let me know what you think. I do think it's a little bit warm for me, but I can definitely make it work. The scent of this product reminds me a lot of the Ilia, their skin tint, the one that's super liquidy. It smells very, very similar to me, and I know some people have feelings about scents, and I know some people didn't love the scent of that. Some people didn't even notice the scent with that, so I needed to make sure I mentioned that. Because for scent alone, this is definitely not going to be for everyone. And yeah, I'm just going to make sure I blend it all out. And then we're going to go on with a second layer just to show kind of the coverage with some hyperpigmentation that I am having. All right, what do you guys think of the shade match and also the coverage? Again, it's more light to sheer to light coverage. I'm going to take just a touch more product. Just a little bit. And I have a little bit of pigmentation still popping through here and here. So we're gonna just do this and like this. Just put a little bit there, and then we've got a touch right here, just a little hyperpigmentation that's actually going away. And I have just a zit right here. I don't know if you can see, it's just right there. I feel like you can't really see easily. It's not too bad. I'm going to let that sit for a second. So I really enjoy actually this product, and I didn't think I was going to, because I felt like, did we need another skin tint type vibe? But I'm actually really surprised with how much I enjoy this. Even the shade, I do wish it was a little bit more neutral. However, the shade match is decent. It's not bad by any means. I really like the way that it evens out my skin tone, the way that it is very natural looking. It isn't super dewy. It isn't super matte. It's just kind of like a perfect in between kind of, I just look like I moisturize my face type vibe. If that makes sense, it gives you a little bit of something, but it's very, very much on the natural side. Okay, I'm gonna go really quick and just blend out where I put the extra product, just so you can see. Do you see what that does? If you let it sit, it does give you more coverage in the areas you need. However, again, it is more on the light coverage side. You just get a little touch more coverage, but it isn't anything that is out of this world. Like, you're going to get a lot of coverage, you know, more than just kind of a light plus coverage when you let it sit for a second. But I really, really enjoy this. I like the coverage. If you do have a lot that you want to cover, this is probably not going to be the product for you. It's very natural looking. I like something natural to dewy in general. I do like something more on the satin side as well. I never really like matte finishes. I feel like they always make me look really flat, but also my skin type is I am combo. So in my T-zone, I'm oily, and then on my cheeks and stuff, I can get a little bit of dryness. I do have eczema. My hyperpigmentation. I do get some breakouts. Right now I'm in a decent spot with breakouts, but I did just have right here and here we're coming off some dramatic stuff that we needed to get rid of. But I really enjoy the way that this wears. Again, the coverage is just sheer delight, which for me, I actually enjoy that because I like my makeup to look super, super natural. However, if you want a little bit more coverage, or you like something that's more light medium coverage or something that's more medium coverage, this is not going to be for you, but I really enjoy it. I don't feel like it gets too dewy in my T-zone, and I do have an oily T-zone, but it doesn't make my skin more oily. It works really well with powder, and we're going to apply powder in a little bit. I want to let this sit in studio lights so you can kind of see what it looks like. So we're going to do the powder at the end, but I really enjoy the way that it makes my complexion look, and I would love to know down below, what do you guys think? Do you like it? I like it. It's just, it's giving like, oh, her skin looks really good, but it doesn't feel like I'm wearing a ton of makeup to make it look good, if that makes sense. I don't know, I'm a really big fan. Anyways, I digress. We're gonna move on to bronzer, and we're gonna go on with this one from Ilia. I've already done a full review on this. This is their cream bronzer, and I'm gonna take a little bit and put it on the back of my hand. I have the shade, what's the shade? Sun, no, Rise. Sun. Can I get it together? And I'm going to just take a little bit on this brush. So this is not going to be like a super intensely pigmented product, which I actually really enjoy. I like when bronzers aren't too intense because sometimes it just feels like they overwhelm a makeup look. And again, I like something that is more on the natural side if I have to go with a type when it comes to bronzer, because for me, bronzers can get away from me really quick and look really dark really quickly, and that's just not my preferred look. So we're just gonna add this. I'm gonna pull some down my nose as well because I love that, pulling bronzer down the sides of my nose, and then we're gonna move on. Then I want to take this same bronzer and just put it on my lid. I love this on my eye. I'm just so obsessed with it. It just, look at that sheen. It's just such a beautiful sheen. I don't know how to explain it. It's not glittery. It's not, there's like a sheen to it. It's not shimmery. It's not glittery. It's beautiful. And I just love the way that it makes the skin look super, super healthy. And when you get close to a mirror, when you use this, it really just, you're kind of like, it kind of looks like nothing. I don't know how to explain it. It's like, oh, okay, it's not, nothing special. But then when you step back and you look, you're like, oh, it's doing something. I really, really like that. Now I'm going to go on with the concealer. I'm just going with the Kulfi. This is the shade Mango Drop. And I'm going to just let that sit for a second. I love this concealer, and we're just going to blend it out with a brush. And then we have a new eyeliner I'm really excited to talk about. So I'm going to let this sit for about a minute, and then we're going to come back and blend it out. All right, we let it sit. Now we're going to blend out. I'm just going to use this Hourglass brush. All right, concealer's on. We're going to just take a little bit of that bronzer and just pull it down on my lower lash line. Now we're moving on to a new eyeliner, and I was so excited to get my hands on this. This is from the brand Soshe. This intrigued me so much because look how teeny tiny it is. Look at that. I hope it focuses. There we go. Look how teeny that is. It is so small, and I immediately was like, I have to have that. So I got the shade Lovesick. Yes, Lovesick, and I feel like this is more of a burgundy-ish brown. Brown. And I almost got black, but I felt like, you know what, I love a brown eyeliner or something that isn't necessarily black. So I really, really wanted to try this in the burgundy-y color, and then I'll probably get the black because it's a very, very nice eyeliner. So this intrigued me because it's a precision eyeliner, and by precision I mean it's just because it's so tiny. I actually think the name might be precision eyeliner, waterproof precision eyeliner, so I was close enough. And what intrigued me about it was how teeny tiny it was, and how well it applied. Like, it applies really, really nicely. And I'm not really used to eyeliners being, maybe I should take this mirror here. I'm not really used to eyeliners applying so close to the lash line and I was so intrigued by it. And I was really intrigued by the burgundy, just because to me in the pictures, yes, it looked burgundy, but it almost looked like a brown burgundy. But it definitely is more on the burgundy side with a touch of brown, in my opinion. And it makes it really, really easy to wing out. Look at that line. That was so easy to create. And I just really, I don't know. I really like that. It's so easy to apply, and it doesn't tug on the eyes a lot, which I really enjoy. And I find it easy to tightline with. So if you're someone who likes to tightline, this is a really easy one to tightline with. It's just more precise. So for tightlining, I prefer something that is a little less tiny. However, I enjoy tightlining with this. I love that. I love how easy it is to make a wing if you want. It's a very, very nice product. And when she dries down, in my experience at least, it doesn't move, which is pretty impressive because I do have some oily lids. Not always, but I do have some oily lids every once in a while. And from the time I started testing them, I haven't had any kind of smudging or anything like that, which is really impressive because it has been warm. It's been like on and off warm since I've been testing it. Before we move on to our new mascara, we're going to go on with good old Ami Collet blush. And this is in the shade Dune, which is my favorite shade of the Ami Collet blushes. And we're just going to, look how beautiful that is. We're just going to lightly apply. I don't want too much blush today, but I do want just a nice flush. And next up, we have this, a new mascara, and I was very intrigued by this. So this is a peptide lengthening mascara. This is from the brand Soshe as well. And I actually think the eyeliner and the mascara came out at the same time because when I was on the New in Beauty on Credo's website, I saw them at the same time. So I'm assuming they came out at the same time, but this is the mascara. So again, this is a lengthening peptide mascara, and the wand is plastic. I'm not going to curl my lashes, and we're just going to apply 2 coats on either side. So this is 1 coat of the mascara. I want to show you the full eye with 2 coats, and then I can do the other one off camera just because I really want you guys to see kind of in contrast what it looks like. So this is coat number 2. That's coat number 2 on this side versus nothing on this side. What do you guys think of the mascara? I would love to know down below. I'm going to do 2 coats on the other side, and then we're going to move on. We have new powder and a new lip product that I'm excited to talk about. So that's 2 coats on either side. What do you guys think of the mascara? I really like this mascara. The one thing I will say is I make sure to clean off the tippy tip of this wand, just because there's not a ton of product, but there is some product, that's extra product that's on there, that when I don't kind of scrape off that excess, sometimes, not every single time, I can get kind of product collecting on the tips of my lashes. And then sometimes I could have a little bit of running, but not, or by running, I mean like flaking, and not a significant amount, but just a little bit of flaking, just here and there. But when I do make sure to scrape off just the excess, I don't have to worry about that at all. I find that it wears really, really nicely. I don't have any running. There have been days though when it was super, super humid out that I did feel like if I didn't set my under eyes, I could have just a touch of running right here because I have really runny eyes and weepy eyes, especially during just summertime when it's hot. And I don't know, my eyes run year round, but just a little bit in the corner, but not anything that alarms me or is out of the ordinary for me for a regular mascara. But I really enjoy the way that this wears, how it looks, and I feel like my lashes feel like more nourished when I wear this mascara. I don't know, and I'm assuming it's the peptides, but I really, really do enjoy this. And this is something that is one that so I brought this on vacation with me, and this is one that I really liked to try out when I was on vacation because it was so humid where I was, and it wore amazingly, and I got a really nice natural lash look with just one coat for the times that I did want to wear mascara. This is a great mascara. Now I want to go on with our new setting powder before we go on with our new lip product. And this is the new setting powder. So this is from RMS. They also sent me this one. It came out at the same time as their skin tint. And I got the shade medium in this. And I really, really like this container. So this has a dish, which is amazing. I feel like all powders need a dish. Every single time I open this, yeah, here we go. I like the two sides. I will say the two sides. Can you see all that powder fluffing around? The two sides look really similar, so I always grab the wrong side to open it, but this is what it looks like, and then it also has a dish in there. And I just like to take the powder on a brush. I have used it on a powder puff, and it works well with the powder puff as well, but I like to take a little bit of the powder, so it's not too much on this. And then I just want you to see, let's do one side versus the other. So I'll do this side first. Look at that. Do you see that? So this is with the setting powder. This is without the setting powder. So there is a bit of a tint to the powder, but to me, it's not so significant where I feel like it's completely changing the base. So again, I'm going to take the same amount, there we go, the same amount, and then we're just going to do the same thing on this side, just so you can see. Look at what that does. Isn't that really impressive how that really just blurred and mattified at the same time? Because I think it's bananas. It's very, very nice, and it's a very comfortable wear. So now I'm going to set my T-zone and under my eyes, but I want you guys to see in live action the under eyes. I'm just hit my dog's hairs everywhere, and we're just going to lightly press this into the under eyes, just so you can see kind of the difference in shade, if it is transforming the shade of my concealer a lot. And it ever so slightly adds a touch of pigment, but it's not so significant where I'm feeling like it's completely changing my concealer shade. I would say that it's significantly less pigmented in a good way than the Soshe Beauty powder, because the Soshe Beauty powder really does transform the base, and this doesn't do that, which is nice. Base is set. What do you guys think? I really like this powder, and when I get close to a mirror, I'm not feeling like I'm looking cakey or powdery. And I want to show you this. When I touch my face, you can just run your finger over the area, which is very, very nice. I love powders that kind of it really locks everything in, but also if you touch it, it just feels nice and almost like, like silky almost. I don't know how to explain it. It's very, very nice. I like the way that it sits. I like the way that it kind of, whenever you put powder down first, there's going to be a little bit of a powdery look just because it's powder, right? And then you wait for your oils to marinate, or you wait to kind of set your face with setting spray. Today, I want you to see what it looks like without setting spray on top, but once I spray it with setting spray, it really just completely melts into the skin. But I really like the way that it's looking. I like the way that it blurs the areas that it's put in. I like the way that it oil controls, and I just overall am really impressed with the base in general. But I'm impressed with the fact that it does have a tint to it, but it's not so tinted that it can kind of disrupt the natural way your face, like the tone of your face, the tone of your concealer or foundation. It kind of has a little bit of something, but it's very subtle. I really enjoy that about it a lot. Now I want to move on to our new lip oil. So this is from the brand Beekman 1802, and this is their new lip oil, and I'm going to put it on without anything on my lips first, and then just so you can see the shade, and then I want to show you what it looks like when I use it with a lip liner. So this is the shade. There's only one shade. This is the shade. I feel like it's nice and thin, but not too thin, if that makes sense, but it isn't gloopy feeling. I actually really like this tone. I feel like it's a very natural tone for what my lips naturally, the color of them are when I'm hydrated and it hasn't been kind of a long day. I like the tone that it gives my lips. It is very, very nice. It's a comfortable wear. I find it really hydrating. I don't know if you've ever used Beekman 1802, their skincare, but their skincare is really, really nice. And I was really intrigued by this, that they were coming out with kind of a tinted product, and because I really I like their skincare, I was intrigued for what their kind of lip care was going to be. And I really enjoy this. I like the way that it wears. It has like a silkiness to it, but if you've ever used the Rowan Beauty liquid lip balm, it's not quite as silky as that one. However, it has a silkiness to it, but it is a little less on the serumy feeling side than the Rowan Beauty one. I don't know if that makes sense if you've ever used it. It is thinner than, let's say, the Summer Fridays lip butter balms and stuff like that, but this is great. And for a lip oil, I tend to struggle with lip oils because sometimes they're too thin, sometimes they're way too thick and lip glossy, and I don't mind that. Like, I love a glossy kind of thicker lip oil, but when I want just like a quick and easy, like throw it on the lips, and let's say it's not the Rowan Beauty, which is my favorite love of life, I want something that hydrates, give a tint, and isn't too thick and isn't doing too much where it's not too shiny. This is kind of that product. It's really nice. Now I want to put on a lip liner and just show you how it sits with the lip liner. So I'm going to remove this really quick. I'm going to take this lip liner here. So this is the shade Cognac from Jones Road. So this is the shade Cognac, really lightly applied. I kind of blended it out with my finger. I didn't want to futzle with it too much. And then we're going to take this lip oil. I'm going to apply on top. And this is it with a lip liner. And I really, really like the way it looks with the lip liner. I like the way that it looks alone. I will say my only criticism of this product is I wish the doe foot was a little bit, I hope this is like capturing it. I wish the doe foot was a little bit bigger, because I feel like it's just because of my lip size, I feel like I want just a slightly bigger doe foot. However, that's such a small criticism. This is a great product. I love the way it looks. What do you guys think of it with a lip liner? I actually really enjoy this, and I would love to know if you've tried this and what your thoughts are, and if you have other product recommendations that are like this, because I feel like this type of product, this lip oil, is what people kind of want lip oils to be. Some are really, really thick. This one has substance to it, but it isn't so thick. It kind of feels like skincare for your lips. It reminds me a little bit, not in how silky and everything as the Rowan one. However, it reminds me of the Rowan one, where it's doing something and it's giving me a tint and it hydrates and it lasts decently well. I would say that this lasts a little less kind of in length on my lips than the Rowan one, because it's a little bit lighter, like thinner than that one. However, it reminds me of it in the way that it kind of feels like skincare for your lips. Like, it really feels like it's doing something. It doesn't just feel like it's sitting on the lips. At least that's my opinion, and my lips have really enjoyed this. But I would love to know down below, of these products, which is your favorite that I applied. The brow pencil is just, it's so good. I'm obsessed with it. But I would love to know down below, what do you think of the makeup look? Which was your favorite product? What other products do you want me to review? I know someone's gonna say the West Atelier concealer and the Victoria Beckham Beauty, those are coming in a video either before or after this. So it's either the video before this or the video after this. But other products, I know that the CL concealer, that one's also going to be coming. Currently still testing that, but that review is coming. But anything else, let me know down below. Makeup looks that you want to see, or anything. Just let me know down below. If it's a type of video, price point video, whatever, let me know down below. And yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.